Well, well, well. It's Monday night. A short live. The live is for the Grim Reaper Network. Your network, our network, everybody's network. Welcome, one and all. Thank you so much for joining. It is appreciated. So, what's been going on in the mad world? We've had all sorts of things going on. Not necessarily here or to do with the network, but to do with trolls and idiots, etc. But I'm not here to talk about them. I don't give a flying crap. Morning, evening, Miss Lotharian. I'll get that right shortly. One day when my brain's not working properly, allegedly, it doesn't always work, as you know. Yeah, let's go with a couple of things which have been ongoing. In the last week or so, I've been busy behind the scenes. I've not been anywhere near 100%. I'm still not. Unfortunately, wish I was. So this is going to be a short live. Might only be an hour, if that. Might be less. Don't know. It depends on whether or not anybody comes up. But a few things I just want to clarify. There has been rumours going around that the network is too small and nobody gives a damn about it. Well, I've got one word for you: bollocks. All right. The people who support us, you all know who it is. You don't have to be doing things on a daily basis. The fact that you turn up, and that, and I hope that you enjoy what's going on. Evening UK tea, Britain audits. You hope who stops smoking? I'm trying to think. You're referring to myself. I'm advised to stop smoking. In fact, I hadn't even thought about it. And you put this idea. Yeah, I need a signal. Psychological. That's what it is. So, just like me said, as we say, mute up so you don't hear me coughing. We got 10 people watching. We got about 6 people ghosting. Hey, fantastic. Love it. I don't do this for clicks and views. I don't do this for hundreds of people to sit and watch. I wish we had loads and loads of viewers, etc. I get told off because I go over to the States, so to speak, and have chats with people over there and I support them. And that's because I support the idea of the Constitution and the idea of having freedom of speech. And I think that the Americans have got that right, although I do think that their rights are under cosh by the governments of the day. And I think that should be fought for and ensured that you don't lose the right to speak. We've got PDF, poor Dirt Farmer. Nice to see you. Snakes, nice to see you. Thanks for dropping in. Poor Dirt Farmer, he's on one side, shall we say, of the fence, and we got people on another side of the fence. And you know what? I like two different sides, so it's the way it goes, and that's what networking is. It's putting aside differences so that you can move forward and to get things, moving in the right direction. That's what it's all about, folks. Well, it is to me anyway. Wildlife Wonder, how you doing? Mountain Girl, I've got to say it. Woo woo. And also North Press now too. I don't know what's going on with North Press One, but Northwood Press One. But hey, I say Northwest, it's Northwood. I'm glad you're all here. There was a little bump in the road in regards to people slagging off two friends of mine. I stuck my oar in, and I get a load of earache. Dilly gaff. Simple as that. Grim, don't change. I'm not going to change, and nobody's going to dictate to me where I can or can't go. I'm an individual. I don't dictate to other people where they go, where they don't go. So I would expect people to have the same respect towards me. If you don't, then hit the road, Oh, right. Okay. So they porn bombed you. Typical. Bloody hate it when people do that. We've got to be more careful on that, by the way. So, what I do want to say to you folks is we now have an email address for you to be able to contact myself directly if you've got any burning issues that need to be highlighted, discussed, investigated. The more information I get, the better. So please don't just turn around and say, "Oh, I don't like Johnny because he did this to me." Bring me some evidence about Johnny and make sure that it's legit, shall we say. But if you've got an issue in your local township that you want highlighting, again, that's what the network is about, because it's about publicising, it's about making other people aware. And we've got different ways of doing that now. We have, as you will see in the description, different links there for you. And also the email address, which is newsdesk@grimreapernetwork.org, which is also the name of the new website, which is dedicated just for the network. There's not much on there at the moment. It's a bare bones. It is live at the moment. We have lots of people who are supporting us. Considering we don't know anybody, and we're very small, etc. When you look at the people who do support us, and you look at the number of people who are sort of supporting us, and once hopefully they'll start introducing the network and the idea of the network. There's quite a few people who are already looking at their own networking. Great. Let's join forces. Let's make it bigger. That's what it's all about. What's that? Read the small print, people. You must surrender your soul. No, your soul's mine anyway. That's the way it goes. I'm sorry, but don't fear the reaper. I will get you eventually. But yeah, I'm going to show you something. This is going to be going out in different areas, hopefully, regarding the network. Let me just double check to make sure that I've got it in the right place, because I did upload it. I could have sworn I uploaded it earlier. Where's it gone? I'm looking in the wrong place. Typical. Right, just talk amongst yourselves. This is a technical issue. It's like, what the hell's going on? I don't know. If you're wondering what's going on here, I'm just going from one place to another at the moment, trying to figure out where the hell I'm supposed to be. Bloody hate StreamYards. Oh well. I shall sort it and figure it all out. What the hell? I've lost it again. That's brilliant. Okay. Anyway, if you go to Grim Reaper network.org, I found it now. this is what. So, brand new website launched today. So we're now going to be running two websites, the Grim Reaper Radio Show.com and also the Grim Reaper Network.org. Hello, No Justice. Nice to see you. Thank you for dropping in. Also, we got Eyes on the Audit, Mellows, Outlaw, and Marie. How you doing? Nice to see the Scousers are around. Lock up your hubcaps or your alloy wheels if you ever go over that way. Little tip for you for the day. But yeah, that's where we're going with that. Don't forget, we still got the Christmas tree competition. So yeah, that's going fairly strongly. Can you beat that one? This is the question. That one is still the worst looking drab piece of tree I've ever seen in my life that has been put up by a council, by a local authority, for people to look at. And I think that's hilarious. So please, I don't care whether you're in the UK, whether you're over in the States, whether you're in Canada, wherever you are, if you see a Christmas tree which has been put up by your local authority for at the taxpayer's expense, right, or even one which has been sponsored by a company because your local authority don't have the cash, right, please take a photo of it. You can send it to news desk at Grim Reaper Network.org, right? I'll pick it up and I will put it in to vigilante.media. You don't necessarily have to go there, but if you want to, you can do. I'm not forcing anybody to go over there. I'm just saying that's where a lot of people can support each other. You put your petty differences behind and start working as one. That way we can actually start making a massive difference. How many Christmas trees have I got? Not enough, unfortunately, at the moment. And hello, Mellows. How are you?
Hello, mate. How you doing?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Mellows and I have had some long conversations about the new website, and I've got to admit, without Mellows' support as the resident IT expert, because when I mess up, he sorts it out between you and me, right? And if I don't mess up and something goes wrong, which it did do, he still helps sort it out. His knowledge is a little bit more extensive than mine. I'm still in the learning stages. Anyway, how are you doing, my friend? I'm not seeing you all day. You've been chilling out?
Yeah, man, to be honest with you, I just woke up. I had a little kip afternoon nap.
It's siesta.
Yeah. Just chilling out. waiting for something.
I've been watching a few films this afternoon, early evening, and just chilling and kicking back, basically. I kept the Jitsi all welcome room open in case anybody wanted to go in. And it doesn't matter how many times you tell people, not actually there. I'm just keeping it open so people can drop in. They still expect a response. I think that's hilarious. But hey, what can I say? Graham, can I show my Christmas tree? I'm a taxpayer. No, not your own. The one that's provided in the town square or wherever it is, outside the town hall, as a general rule. That's the one I want to see. Usually they're bigger than 2'2". And as for me having a Christmas tree, well, I don't bother with Christmases. I just wait until the 26th and I can go, I don't have to be nice to people anymore. Because that's what Christmas is all about, to be honest. It's about being nice to everybody. I'm nice to everybody all the time. Very rare am I not nice. I mean, listen to Yoni there. He's just woken up. I think he do with the coffee, to be honest.
I'm nice even when I'm not nice.
Allegedly. I've got to get allegedly somewhere. It's like a trademark. Looks as though I think you're saying shame rather than dame. And I saw you put a G in there, but then retracted it. I thought that was amusing. So where are we going to go? What we're going to do? Let's try and coordinate a little bit more. Let's get organised, and let's support each other. Blackwatch, how you doing? I could afford only an Xmas tree needle this year. Nice. I tell you what, you can send me a picture of that. I think that would be funny. A pine needle on its own. When you collected a few, we can do it from there. Now, I have seen a load of what I would say are Christmas trees in the snow when Mountain Girl did a live and showed all the snow and all the trees, and the sun was coming up in the early hours over where she is. And I must admit, it was quite nice looking at that, but rather you than me being out in the cold. He says, with a smile on his face, because at the moment, now the heating's working, I've got to keep warm to a certain temperature. But anyway, at the moment, to try and stop this virus from spreading. But yeah, it was nice. Don't mind the snow. I don't mind the snowflakes. Don't mind snowflakes coming in here. But Christmas trees. Devo, howdy, man. How you doing? So what's this? So true, Grim. Why we are so nice at Christmas. We're all two-faced. You're right. It's true. Yeah. That's what I like. True speech. Yeah. I'm nice all year round. I'm nice to everybody. Give everybody a chance. I mean, I give Debo a chance constantly. He never shares when it's 4:20. Mind you, he is the other side of the pond, so difficult. But he has some nice stuff occasionally. I hope that Upstate is feeling a lot better, and he's on the mend because he wasn't being too good. Yeah, I'm sure this virus seems to have gone international because everybody seems to have had it one way or another. I mean, I've still got it on my chest. Or I should say, I feel my chest feels as if it's been punched severely. But hey, it's the way it is. If BBA is still around, if you want to come up, mate, please do so. You know how to come in through Mellow's back door. I mean, StreamYard's back door. Sorry, Mellow's.
Hey.
Hey, see what I mean? Say anything, be nice. Northwest Moose. Northwoods Moose, I should say. I keep saying North. It's because you've got you changed it now to NW. It's very confusing to me. Changing name. Saying that, I mean, I changed my persona as well from God to the Grim Reaper, and then I changed it to the Grim Reaper Network because building a network of people. It's got nothing to do with me as such. I'm just the mouthpiece, so to speak. But yeah, and for my American friends, I still don't have a Purple Heart. And I'm not going to get one for Christmas either. BBA is getting a piece of kit to go online and play games, a console. On my understanding, he's going to become, or we're going to become a victim of an Xbox. Because I'm sure he'll be on that more times than he is on here. Gets addictive, especially if you to start playing a game and you like it. You know, get Northwoods Press back on. I'm dead thirsty tonight, probably because I've not been drinking during the day. But yeah, so where are we going to go, Mellows? What should we do? Should we just take people to email their stories into us and we can have a look through them and publicize it? The website itself is very bare at the moment. It needs filling up with more information. So if you've got a topic where you are fighting civic court or the local authorities, etc., you're being mistreated by the police for whatever reason, they're curtailing your freedoms, we need to know. We need to publicise it. And that's on both sides of the Atlantic, so that we can highlight that, to say the least. And yes, Northwoods Press 2, if you've got them, smoke them. But it's 4:20 wherever you are. Well, it is in my brain anyway. And some people turn around and say, what brain? Oh. And that's about it, folks. Whatever else there is. Oh, thank you so much for putting the link to the website in the chat. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I've also listed different areas that we are in the description with links. Facebook, Rumble, YouTube, believe it or not, we're already here. Twitter, or X as it's now called. I've even got a TikTok account which I wasn't aware of. Strange that. Oh, and if you go to Facebook, spot the red herring. You know? But please, if you want to make friends over on Facebook, please do so. More the merrier. And we can get things rolling on there as well. Brandon, how you doing? Not only is he saying hello to me, he's saying hello to Mellows and to everybody else as well. Glad to see you.
Hi, Brendan.
He's always around. I don't know what he does, but he's always been there to support us as far as I know, so thank you for that. I'd like to talk about universal credits. Intrusion into people's bank accounts. Yes, please. I would love to get more information on that. If there's anything there going on. I've got a lead on Birmingham City Council, which I'm going to do. That's the next thing I'm going to work on. Probably start on that tomorrow. They've arranged to attack by cutting back the amount of money available to children, the elderly, and the homeless. Already that's in the proposals, and there's another 75 million cuts they've got to make as well. So that's Birmingham City Council in the UK. I'm going to put something up and on the website in relation to that, and various links so that you can, you can go and see for yourself and read the information, which is already out there for yourselves. If you want to do a little bit more delving, please do so. You never know, you might find something that I've not seen or it's not been passed on to me. Over here we have a system where the government pays money out. It's called universal credit to people who meet the criteria, basically, whether you are unemployed, unable to work due to ongoing illnesses, disabilities, etc. And they are cutting back on the amount, and using pieces of rules, legislation to be more intrusive into people's bank accounts, because now they pay money only into a bank account, but you have to declare and give permission for them to get information about your bank account, which is ridiculous, to say the least. Next, they'll be wanting to know what you spend your money on, where you spend your money, more importantly. And do you take cash out on a regular basis? This is endless, Gypsy Auditor, long time no see. Thank you for dropping in. Appreciate it. Excuse me. As you can see, my chest isn't brilliant, but I still need another cigarette. One day I'll give up smoking. One day. There was a point when I couldn't smoke recently. It drove me nuts. What's this? They only want bank statements for 3 months when they do their review. What right do they have to see what your bank statements? They just want. I think they want to see whether or not you're being paid from elsewhere. Because the idea of cash in hand has gone out the window, allegedly. Not that anyone would work on the side. And here's a topic to think about, folks. If somebody is unemployed and they want to work, but are unable to find work, but demonstrate that they're looking for work constantly, then that's okay. What about the people who can't be bothered to work, but are capable of working, and they get paid out by the state? They get an allowance each month. And then you've got people who are unable to work. However, they are told that they can work even though they can't, because all the doctors and specialists have turned around and said, because of their medical history and the fact, for argument's sake, they'd had a heart attack, and they can't have stress put on them again, etc. They're still being forced to look for work. It's not on. But yeah. I'm to say there's loads of different things going on. My twin, how you doing? Thanks for dropping in. Appreciate it. Anybody wants, give me any snippets, anything at all, please. This website is again, it's like the network. It's led by you, not led by me. I'll do it. I'll sort things out, etc., and I'll put it up. But I need to be able to cross-reference any information so I know that what I'm publicising is correct. Okay, because obviously there's a responsibility of due diligence. You know, Diesel, what are you doing in here? Howdy. Yeah. So take a note. All the information is there. The email address is in the description. The website link is there as well, plus all our other social media platforms. I'm hoping to be able to get a few things going on there. Mute when you cough. No, and that's not me coughing, by the way. What else was Christmas trees? I'm always going to come back to Christmas trees. I hate Christmas, as anybody who knows me knows that. But let's see how good and how bad the Christmas trees are for the taxpayers in their local town squares, etc. Hey, I bet where you are, Mellows, I bet there's no Christmas tree down there. Be blown away by the sea. The gales.
They've got their little Christmas tree. I might actually go into town and take some photos and show you.
No, if you can, it'd be great. If there are any.
Yeah, everyone's got the Christmas spirit out here, and they've got all their decorations up, with their lights on the side of their street, on the side of their houses.
Burning off for more electricity.
Yeah,
that they can't afford to pay. I remember them days.
Surplus cash.
Surplus cash, yeah. There's no such thing as surplus cash anymore. I wish there was, but there isn't.
It's more for the kids, if anything, you know. I mean,
Well, yeah, I mean, that's it. That's what it is. I mean, to me, I used to enjoy New Year. Used to enjoy going out, getting hammered, getting stoned and whatever, dragging myself back. And then New Year's Day, spent most of the day decorating or doing something stupid, you know. But yeah, they were the good old days. Bear, can you send the website link to on Discord? It's in the description, my twin. So is the email address. They're going to be appearing on a regular basis. It's on, you know, when you click on the about, used to be on about, but
we will put it in Discord as well.
it's all in there now. I've updated that with the latest information. And of course, we've got vigilante.media as well, which is for people to join. And if you've got any your own projects, this, you know, and you want any support with, you got ideas or anything, that's the place to go. Because if you send me any ideas, I'm going to put it on there for people. It's just, you know, I want to make sure that we got it set up. The other thing I want to do is I want to start advertising, but I want to start advertising people in who come in. You've got your own YouTube channels. You've got some of you got your own websites, Discord channels, etc. Let me have that information. We can set that up so that it's advertised for you. That's the sort of support I can offer you. You know, to get your channel, your brand, whatever, you know, advertised for everybody else. You know. But yeah, there's a lot that we can do. I wanted to get this website up and running as quickly as possible, and we've been able to do that. So yes, I think I've just about covered everything. And I've done that in 35 minutes. I'm doing well. Any questions from the chat? Anything you'd like to bring up or regurgitate? Some areas are off limits, though. Obviously, I don't want to get involved in petty arguments, petty disputes. That's not what it's about. We've got Jitsi, all welcome. That room is going to be open 24 hours a day moving forward. I am signed in there so that it is open. Doesn't mean to say I'm actually in. You know, the lights will be on, but there'll be nobody at home, so to speak. Any question? What sort of question is it, Diesel, you'd like to ask? I can only give you an honest answer. Depending on what your question is. So yeah, Jitsi, all welcome. I will be. The link is on the website, so anyone can go in via the website. Makes things a lot easier for people. If you just want to go in there, talk to other people, hang around, see if anybody else turns up, it's a way of networking, you know. Best is telling people to behave. Really? Thank you. I saw Miss Jaded in the chat earlier. My apologies if I missed you. Didn't mean to, but I know you like to be mentioned. Otherwise, I get told off. You don't get on the wrong side of Jaded. You don't want to anyway. Right. So, yeah. Any questions, or do I just wrap it up? As I say, I'm already out of breath, and all I've done is talk constantly, but I talked. Over to you, Mellows.
Oh God.
No, he's not here.
How is everyone in the chat anyway? Hope everyone is good.
He hates it when I do that. I do it quite often as well. You should know better about now. I'm going to leave you with Mellows for a couple of minutes while I go and make myself a coffee or something. I should be back shortly.
So how's what's been going on with everyone in the chat? If you guys need me for whatever reason, if you reach out or come into the all welcome room, just leave a message, or you can reach me on Vigilante Media. If you need some help with one of your projects, I'm there to help. There's some new projects coming along. So hopefully one we should be completing this weekend. A new social media platform. Because the current social media platforms are full of shite. Here we go. Yeah. I don't really know many people in the chat. And hello, by the way. Hi, NH Mountain Girl. What's going on with BBA? How come you're not up here?
Okay, folks, thank you so much for entertaining everybody there, Mellows, for me. Appreciate that. Whenever we mention Mountain Girl, We always follow it up with a woo woo because that's the way it goes. Don't ask me
Is
why.
space station real? Yes, you can get off at the train. I think it's Victoria Station. If you go to Victoria Station, you can get a one-way ticket straight to the space station.
The space station on the right-hand side.
Yeah, platform 11, I think it is.
Oh, it's 11 3/4.
Hmm.
Oh, sorry, wrong book.
That's Harry Potter. Yeah,
Sorry, that was 9 3/4.
Harry
Sorry.
Potter. You got to run into a brick wall.
Oh, hey up. Look who's in the chat.
It's the fakest, the realest.
Well.
Here we go. So,
Mr. Fake Mikey, whatever. I've just sent you a link over in Telegram if you wish to hop on board. You don't have to. Ladies and gentlemen, I have tried putting the link out in the chat in the past, but due to the number of incidences recently, we have to ensure security. So it is sort of by invitation. But if you're on the Discord channel and we can get hold of you, we know you, then we'll send that over to you as well. BBA knows a lot of people. I don't, unfortunately. West Side Accountability. So nice of you to drop in. Thank you so much. Great channel, by the way. Go over, give West Side Accountability a look-see. If one of the mods wouldn't mind putting her link in the chat for me, I would appreciate that. And then people can go over and see what she does. Another one of these channels where there's no drama. Jesus, well. That I can. I'll put that your way. Westside doesn't do drama at all. Bit like me, you only ever cause drama. That's what I say. Yeah, you want drama, bring it in, do it yourself. If you don't want drama, keep them out. You know. What else have we got? Oh, here we go. Yeah, thank you, Mountain Girl. We've got to do it. Sorry, it's got to be done. Thanks for putting the link in. I'm sort of running out of blueness at the moment. So apologies, guys. I had an issue with a couple of rogues recently. People pretending to be and whatnot. I just need to make sure that we're still all on the open up. So give it a couple of weeks and I'll start sorting that out again. Can we span as some people have just covered that one? We will be doing, yes, as soon as we sort out a few other issues. Coffee. At this time of night, I'm going to be awake a little bit longer. So that means I'll just sit and watch another film, I think. Right. Let me just see.
There's just shit on. There's nothing to watch, man. It's just all shit. I mean, what happened to these people, man? They used to make some good movies and shows and shit, and now it's just all shit.
Well, I've got to admit, I mean, I did enjoy watching some of the older stuff. Right. There we go. Okay, there's a couple of spanners gone out. to Diesel and to West Side. There you go. I think near enough everybody else is now standard, as they say. There you go. We've got trouble in the back. You got to turn your mic on so we can see. Somebody's that's better. I can hear you now as well when you start talking. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Fake Mike, Real News.
What's up, players? How you doing, Grimmy?
Hey, how you doing?
So,
Wow, you've been up here. What's going on? What's the honour?
Man, I got a rare day off of work, but you know, man, I've been back around lately, man. Mellows can tell you it's been how many consecutive days? Probably been at least a month, maybe over a month. I'm terrible at estimating time, but been up in Gypsy. I've been up in Gypsy balls deep now for every day for a while. We had a crazy storm here though today, bro. Like literally everything from the end of my block to the right was shut down. Gas stations, CVS, everything all lost its power, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, as long as there's no loss of life or injury to people.
Yeah.
That's the
It's
most important thing. Mountain Girl sends you a woo.
Woo! Kiss stealing, wheeling and dealing. Shout out to Ric Flair, the Nature Boy. Buddy Rogers, the original Nature Boy, but
Hey, him and his wrestler.
hey guys, you will be happy to know that I got it on video too. My boy, he was drinking like I don't know, like last week or the week before, and I don't know, he was talking mad shit. He was like, "Oh, come on, let's wrestle." I'm like, bro, it's 3:00 in the morning, like, not wrestling right now. There's people. I mean, we're in the hood, and there's nobody that lived below us or above us at that time, so it was like pretty much you could do whatever you want. But I was like, "No, man, you trust me. You don't want this. You don't want this." And then he's like, "Ah," and then, oh snap, we got Bear in this bitch. Hell yeah.
certainly, Ben.
Yo,
What the hell is that?
sorry, I
Oh.
still had it on from my last, my second channel. My bad.
That's just sort of funny.
You'll see that fucking monkey. Yes, I am a lizard, man. I got a tongue longer than a fucking lizard.
We got an actual shape-shifting reptilian here. Can we send the link out to David Icke?
What's up, man?
What's up, dude? How you doing, man?
Yeah, I just come to crash the party.
Well, it's nice to see 4 of us here. Ladies and gentlemen, the 4 that you see in front of you are the 4 idiots that started this network idea off between 18 months to 2 years ago. And we've recently got to a really good stage of where we are. Thank you for your support, your loyal support, the 3 of you, to the cause. And when I say the cause, I'm talking about the greater scheme of things, because you're not blinkered. You look, you see the bigger picture. And we've all got
The bigger
different things.
picture is we're here to take over the world.
Well, you are, I know, but you know, Mellows is one of your henchmen, and Fake Mike Real News is the other one. You know, I'm just here to go. How much? Can we afford it? No, seriously, we started this journey together. We're going to finish this journey together one way or another. If you're not subbed to Fake Mike Real News, his links in the chat. Please go over, have a look, and show the love.
Appreciate that, Grim.
You know,
Yeah, man.
That's what we're here for. You know,
Bear's gonna take over the globe. UK Transparency saying that's right.
yeah, Bear wants
That's
to.
a worrying thought, I know. But it's all right.
You know what? It is a worrying thought, but it's still less worrying than the current situation we're all dealing with.
Exactly, right? So you
Like,
know that it's not all that bad.
If you give me a choice between Bear Britton audits or David Cameron, Tony Blair, the King, I mean, I'm gonna pick Bear every day. I mean, just throw any Boris Johnson, any one of them, throw them up there. Sunak, anyone of them, I'll take Bear Britton all day, every day.
Well, the one thing I can say is there aren't three of Bear, luckily, so we don't call him Bear the Turd. We only call Charlie that.
Listen,
Allegedly.
vote for me and everyone that's in that parliament right now. We'll string them all up, every single one of them.
I agree. I think we should string them up together and throw them a celebration for their dutiful service.
And ladies and gentlemen, just a quick word to the haters and to the dickheads who like talking about the network and trying to slag us off. Try to pull us down. You ain't gonna win. We are too strong. We have people, as you can see, from not just in the UK, but also over in the States. That's how big we are. We reach out. You'll never, ever be able to manipulate us. And you'll never be able to put us down. So stick that in your pipe, stick it up your ass and smoke it. And the two people who are going to be listening to this, you know who I'm talking about. I don't mention names, but don't bring your shit around me because I'll run you into the ground every single time.
Owned.
Anyway, enough about the crap. There's drama for you folks. Yeah, I did say that I would.
Oh yeah, disclaimer. When I said string them up, I meant like for entertainment purposes, obviously entertainment.
Well,
People
people
aren't watching. If you guys aren't aware, string them up is a new UK slang. Which means we're gonna put them
piss on their chips. It's new slang. We're just making them up as we go.
I was getting excited. I was kind of hoping we were going to literally string them up, and I would be.
And you guys wonder why. It's a good thing. It's a good thing I wasn't able to live stream when we all did this because you guys, you're like, hey, we have a network. I'm not just going to get myself kicked off, but let's get all the channels kicked off.
You got a problem with that?
In all seriousness, guys, if you guys are watching, I can speak for myself here, myself only, but I am definitely a proponent of nonviolence. My goal here at Fake Mike Real News, the catchphrase, the motto, the tagline, the mission statement, the goal is to create a more altruistic world through nonviolence and the Socratic
in English. In other words, folks, he doesn't want anyone to go out and beat anybody up.
No.
He wants to go hug trees, man. He wants us all to go.
String them up.
John Lennon said this, and I'm paraphrasing, but John Lennon says, the system will kick you, they'll flick your beard, they'll do anything to irritate you and get you angry. Because the system knows how to deal with you when you're violent. They know exactly what to do with you. But the one thing the system can't stand is nonviolence and humor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Listen, when they outlaw humor,
when you ridicule them, that's what we need to do. We need to laugh at these losers. That's what you guys are already doing. Bear's doing it in person. Mel's doing
you can't help but laugh at them, though, can you? I mean, when someone's funny, you gotta laugh, ain't you?
Well, hang on a second. At the moment, there is a 2-horse race next year, allegedly, right? Biden in one corner, Trump in another. I don't care who you vote for, because some old fart's still going to get in.
Facts.
Let's face it. I mean, come on.
Coppers are like performing seals, though, aren't they? You put them in front of a cameraman, and they just perform. They literally just perform every time.
Oh, absolutely.
They just can't help themselves. And that's why I was asked the other day, do I think that there's been a change? Will asked me on his live the other day. Do I think there's been a change in the last couple of years? Nope.
Do I think there's been a change on a local level? Yes. Not necessarily.
Police-wise? Because of auditing? Nope.
No.
They love it. They love it. They literally, I think they
don't care. They don't care. They actually, I've seen videos where they're actually behaving even worse than they were before.
Exactly.
I'm not referring to auditing, by the way. I'm referring to people who are bound together and have taken on, if you like, City Hall, because they say you can't beat City Hall. I've seen changes made where people have done that and they beat City Hall at the end of the day. And I've seen it over in the last 2 years. within the UK or Great Britain, we've got quite a bit to learn on how to do it. And one of the ways that we're going to be able to we need to do that is by publicising how crap they really are, and then take the piss, use sarcasm, bring the bastards out, get them to bite. And once they're starting to bite, you just reel them in. UK lady, how you doing? Thanks for dropping by. There's, I say that we need to cast out our lines and see what we bring in. That's what we're going to do with the website, with your help. We can't do it without you. So get sending in them emails. Even if it's just to test it so you've got it in your email list, please do so. Okay. Yum. Who's Yum?
Yum? Oh, I love Yum. Yum is my favorite. Yum is the most mysterious person in the world. They're funny. They're mysterious. They're sweet. They're I don't know.
Are they yummy? They might be yummy.
They may be. I don't know. I don't know anything about this person. I don't know where they're from, their socioeconomic status, their gender. But I know they're cool and they show up in my live all the time. And I love to interact with Yum in the chat. So thank you, Yum.
Seems to be all right. They're subscribed to quite a few decent channels. Just having a quick look. I've just not seen him before, so that's why
it may not be a him. It may be a her. It may be another gender. You don't know. So I would not be over here. You guys just want to do everything possible to.
Okay, I get fed up of calling people they and it and them.
Yeah, there's no pronouns around there.
Well, with me, if you however you introduce yourself and you'd like to be called, I'll introduce you. I'll talk to you as that. Hey, my name is Will. Hey, my name is Melos. Hey, my name is Fake Mike. People call me Will still. I prefer when they call me Fake Mike. Those are my preferred pronouns. If I'm being honest with you, I'd rather not. I mean, Will's cool. Still, people call me Will, but Fake Mike, nicknames, whatever. You want me to call you something? I got a friend that they don't like their first name too much, so they use their middle name. You know what I'm saying?
I know what I would like to call you, but I'll get kicked off my own stream.
Yeah. So you don't want to do that.
Now that's humor, Fake Mike. It's all down to timing, folks. So yes, yeah, and Rick, the screwball guy. I'm just going to call you Rick. You're always coming in. How you doing? Right. Things are starting to warm up nicely. An hour into it, you're keeping me going. I don't understand why. All of a sudden, I seem to have got a new lease of.
Someone wants to paint Will's walls. Don't like that.
Someone doesn't like your grey walls, man. What colour would you do them if they weren't grey? And Will said, "Yeah, come paint my walls."
Yellow.
What colour would you want to do them?
Pink with purple stripes. No, forget the purple.
Green, it'd be green, isn't it? So you could do.
I don't know. So you're going to criticise a man's wall colour. I want to know what they're going to put better than there.
Okay. All right. Good question.
White and molten.
Mellows is the Gordon Ramsay of interior design. Apparently, we didn't realize this.
Yellow, man. I mean, if you're gonna paint something, you want it to pop out. You know what I mean? That would just.
I can't believe he's just put white.
Background is shit.
Yeah, or green. Maybe you could use it as like green screen backdrop and do some.
Look, a little bit of no. What doesn't matter about the colour? It's about the dazzle effect. All right, it's about the sparkly effect. The little bits of silver, Let's put a bit of sparkle in there.
Yeah, he wants to paint your walls, Will.
Hey yo. Hold on.
I'm gonna paint the walls bright orange. Yeah.
Paint it red.
Ladies and gentlemen, Fake Mike is going to have the unfortunate pleasure of meeting up with the Grim Reaper next year, and I am going to go out. I am going to buy a can of tartan paint for him, and I'm going to get him a left-handed paintbrush, and he can do it himself.
I'll go live.
Go live, yeah. He will paint it tartan.
I will paint the town. What is it? Painting the town red or black? Paint the
Painting
town
the
black.
ta-
Red.
painting the town red.
Red. What? Where? I'm gonna look that up right now because where the fuck does that come from? Like,
I don't know.
how's that slang for having a good time going out and partying? Paint the town red. Stay tuned, guys. Find
I
out.
know when I was younger and I used to go out, it was only really a good night if you had a good fucking scrap. So maybe, if a bit of blood was shed. I don't know. It's a good question, though. I don't know.
Let's see. This is according to History Extra. Well, they need. History Extra says, we value your privacy. We need your consent so that we are in 182. This is so funny, Peepkin. We need your consent so that we and our 182 trusted partners can store and access cookies, unique identifiers, and your firstborn children. Just a small donation of blood. Okay, I'm just going to agree. I didn't like that first son, anyways. All right.
Wilfred signed his life away. He just agreed.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very small round of applause, please, for Susan. She's turned up. Thank you.
What
Susan
happened?
Lost Souls. Very small round of applause. Well, I've no short jokes either. Make them long. Yeah, I might
use what I got
continue
here.
from where I left off earlier on.
Do you reckon small people struggle getting in like a bathtub?
Depends on how deep the water is. It's more than
Well,
an
no,
inch.
you've got to get like up there first. So is it like a run and a jump?
No, they live in a doll's house, so it's
Got to
fine.
do some fucking parkour shit.
Yeah.
So the term
allegedly, right? When Susan moves, right? She just picks up a little doll's house and goes from one location to another, but then takes 6 weeks unpacking because the amount of garbage in there, what's this? Grim.
So come on,
finding
Mike.
stream.
Where does it come from? Where does that come from? Does it say?
So there's three theories. Some people suggest it's from Dante's epic poem, the Inferno. Quote, we are they who painted the world scarlet with sins, pardon me. Or it could be a reference to drinking alcohol and how people's faces redden when drunk. Many early references are from the Wild West when intoxicated cowboys fired the guns in the air, allegedly threatening to paint the town red with blood if anybody stopped them. So there could be a combination.
Yeah, I like that one. That one sounds best.
Yeah, I figured you would like that one the best. Save the best for that.
Yeah, I think it's a Hollywood thing.
So no one picks on you. I've decided to make you blue.
Have you seen that? Is it Taylor Swift?
Who?
Just become like fucking the most fucking richest music artist right now.
You should see the extravagance they went on that show.
She's like a billionaire or something, man.
It's interesting because in past in Hollywood, this is not even a conspiracy. This is something that Hollywood agents have admitted.
She's what, like Person of the Year or something as well, isn't she?
Yeah.
Person of the Year.
So some people, some part of this is a theory, but the part I'm telling you right now is true. There have been celebrities, male and female celebrities, paired up with one another by agents that either manage both of them or different agents that wanted to like promote a movie or grow something like that. So that is a thing that actually does really happen. So as far as Taylor Swift goes, she's all of a sudden dating an American football player called I think his name is Travis Kelce, and this guy actually I'm not going to say the word because I'm respectful and I respect Grimm's channel, but he is basically You may have seen him on, probably not in the UK, but you see him in adverts for some of the big companies that do medicine. Let's put it that way, right? And people are already speculating, and now this is speculation here, that she could potentially be dating this person in a way to kind of be like, hey, make sure you roll up your sleeve, bucko. Not necessarily for that, but just for celebrity status. And a lot of NFL fans, National Football League here, have bemoaned the fact that all they talk about now is Taylor Swift.
Listen, I don't listen to much of her music, right? But I
Ooh,
see
that's
something, and I went away and had a little look. Now, and I think this is a true statement. If a male singer spoke about half the stuff she speaks about their exes, yeah, you'd be like some misogynistic fucking pig. But because it
well. The
comes
thing
from a
is,
female, doesn't seem to get like that same label. A lot of her
well,
music is quite toxic, man, relationship wise.
I would agree with you, Bear, and I would take it a step further. Um, Taylor Swift has about 7 dozen songs about breaking up and exes, and she has 0 songs about shutting the hell up and making a sandwich. Correlation, causation, I don't know. Maybe you just shut up and make a sandwich. Just kidding. But little joke, little joke for you there. Maybe you wouldn't have so many exes if you shut up and made a sandwich. Joke.
No, but it's right though, isn't it? Like, like person of the year, fucking hell, man. No offense, but like relationship wise as well, it's tragic, tragic.
Yeah, I mean,
And
at
the
the end
things
of the
she
day,
sings, but then you think that like the young audience that comes with an artist like that. I mean,
Bear,
it's
you
another
bring
one
up
of those, isn't it? It's no different than like I said about the drill music and stuff. It's just another music is a bad influence on a young generation these days, teaching them all the
absolutely,
wrong shit.
absolutely. Especially hip hop in this country, has, and this happened decades ago, has been taken over, literally taken over by the corporations, and more than likely the CIA as well. And meant to denigrate women, meant to glorify the wrong things, and they literally took it over. And so, yeah, it's a huge. The people at the top don't get to the top, more than like most 99 out of 100 times, unless they're doing what somebody says. And the minute you stop doing what they say, then you're a crazy person. They drop you, they'll kill you, and then they'll make all the profit off your death. And Taylor Swift she's a victim of her own success, right? Right? She's a victim of her own success because I doubt very highly that she either has to stay with Travis Kelce the rest of her life, because women are hypergamous, and like women like to date somebody that's smarter than them, taller than them, stronger than them, more competent than them, more intelligent than them. Women date up, men date down, right? We don't care if you're like, you work at Starbucks. If you're hot, we'll date you. You know what I'm saying? Women want somebody that's competent and going to take over that. So women rarely, if ever, uh, and if they do, they're it's a rarity, and they're usually not happy anyways. Women usually will date men that make more money than them. So this guy already is not making more money than her, but he has a certain amount of notoriety because he's a pro football star. He's not the world's best, but he's probably like a Pro Bowler and an All Star, and he's won at least one championship, a couple championships. I don't know. I don't be watching sports like that, but literally, so she literally takes this guy, or what happens? It's like, who's she gonna take besides that dude? Like, she's gonna be dating down after that dude, unless she finds a better football player or a more famous guy. But more famous guys really, they got options, and she every day she gets a little bit older. So yeah, she can complain about exes all she wants, but she's making herself, by complaining and dating many people, she's making herself less dateable in the future. I wouldn't date Taylor Swift. I mean, the thing is, like, if a girl dates a guy, she probably, and I'm obviously speaking in generalities here. If a girl dates a guy, then she knows more often than not, like, the guy's gonna at least try to take care of her, for more often than not. You know what I'm saying? Guys will pay for the first date. Guys will usually try their best to provision, right? But nowadays we live in a society where things are inflated.
The reason why they like to provision? right? They like to buy stuff to store in the fridges and the rest of the kitchen furniture. Like the washing machine. You've got to have somebody to do the washing. You've got to have somebody to do the cooking. To go have someone to look after the fridge, etc. So they'll set them up, and then once it's all sorted, if it's not in, they go, "Well, why haven't you been shopping?"
Oh, shit, bro.
Anyway, why do most brides still turn out in a white dress?
I believe just
Because
guessing.
kitchen appliances are still mainly white.
That was not my answer. That was not going to be my guess there. So
yeah, you see, when they've been divorced, it's usually in a different colour, like the blues, the off-whites.
a newer model.
Now, even like, who was it that gave her that award? Who was it that gave the award of Person of the Year, or whatever it is?
Same
it's
person that gave Obama the award of the Nobel Peace Prize.
It's not. So it's not an award. It's the Time magazine. Most people don't know that Time magazine. I'm going off memory. I could be correct. Is it Time? I'm pretty sure it's Time. I could look it up. But Time magazine, I believe, was created. It was definitely created by one of the elite people. I'm pretty sure it was a Skull and Bonesman. Going off of the.
So, like, my point is, out of all the people in the world that you could have given something like that to, because I'm imagining it's quite a well-known magazine, right?
Yes, very influential.
Yeah, so it's going to get a lot of exposure. So, out of all the people that you could give something like that to, is that who we're recognizing as like person of the figure of the year?
So, well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, Time magazine. I don't keep up. I know she was named the person of the year. I believe it was Time magazine. Time magazine also gave that award to Adolf Hitler in the past too. So the thing is, and this was in the 30s. So the Time that Time magazine is like The Economist as far as elite propaganda. This is like, it's like the dumbed down Economist over here. It's like it's the mouthpiece of the elite over here. So whatever they're showing you, they want to ram. That's why, Joe, bro, on TV, bro, they be talking about Taylor Swift all the time, bro.
Yeah.
And bro, her music's not that good. She's not a good dancer. She's not that pretty. Like, what is it about her that everyone loves? Like, trust me, I was listening to female singing earlier today. I was listening to males and female singing. I was on an R&B tip today. Do you think Taylor Swift popped up in that playlist? Never. It's not gonna happen. She's annoying, right? Like, I don't understand why some people just blow the hell up and then some people are wondering. They're definitely. So my favorite rapper said this, right? And then after this mixtape, there's three things that caused him to be blackballed. But one was he first came out on his first album, and he had a song called Channel Zero where he said 97% of our presidents are Masons, responsible for laundering trillions of dollars from the nation for the installation of underground military installations. Boom, talking about that shit. Then he gets on the most, for his second album, then he gets on the most popular New York City hip hop radio station, the most popular hip hop radio station in the world to this day, New York's Hot 97. And he starts his freestyle. He goes, "Make sure your Monday night mixtapes are taping. Illuminati controls the airwaves like Freemasons." And so his career tanked after that, right? Because it's true, man. Whether they're Masons, whether it's the Boys Club, whether they're all there's so many overlapping groups that they're all a part of, so insert your word you want to call them there. But bro, exactly, man, this is all a bread and circus, man. They don't let real people make real music because, bro, even back in the day, like, you kind of had to be real to make music. I'm not even just talking about hip hop. I'm talking about, like, even in the 70s, there was kind of like an all right, so you guys remember, you guys are all familiar with the song War Pigs and the anti-war sentiment of that time and F you to the man. Now they don't allow that, bro. They're not going to allow somebody like a Bob Marley, a John Lennon, a Tupac Shakur to be smart in front of the people and to say things and to be able to, because the truth is, bro, Bob Marley was more.
Do you think if Tupac that was living to like today, say we were just to shift to, he was in his prime back when he was alive then, but now, do you think he'd have very quickly just been shut down completely? Wouldn't have been able to make? I think he would, right?
Maybe
Like that
not,
complete
because
cancel culture.
the thing, yes, yes and no, because one is, it's not even the one is, there's three things. One, he had his own record label back then, not his own, but he was part of Death Row. But there's rumors and suspicion, and we'll hopefully figure it all out soon, that people in Death Row wanted Tupac killed. So maybe that's part of the reason why as well. However, I think if he doesn't die, it actually changes the entire course of human history. And here's why. When Tupac died, that was a point where hip hop went from like real shit and lyricism. And then when Tupac kind of died, P. Diddy, who's obviously implicated in a bunch of shit that's going on right now, as far as women and underage women too, but also P. Diddy, there's a couple other things I won't say, but P. Diddy,
Diddy's a cockhead. How about that?
yeah, I'll definitely say that. But P. Diddy also, after Biggie died too, he was turning hip hop into something more commercial. And then not only did Pac die, but one of the best lyricists of all time, Big Pun, died. And like I said, Cannabis, who was going to be like the next best thing in hip hop, they blackballed him. So if Tupac was alive, hip hop probably would have never made that shift from, if Tupac, Big Pun were still alive, hip hop may have made that shift, but it would have taken far longer to make the shift to sell out pop type shit from the real shit that they were spitting back then. Because Tupac was saying "F you" to the system. He was talking about the Illuminati. He said
No, thinks of a slimy motherfucker who's still about to this day. Is Snoop Dogg, man.
Yeah, and that's
he's
what
a
I was talking
slimy
about.
fucker, he is.
And so Snoop Dogg was also at Death Row Records with Tupac at the same time. And then there's rumors that the head of Death Row Records, Suge Knight, and Snoop Dogg were allegedly, there's rumors, allegedly involved somehow in the assassination of Tupac. And nobody's ever been able to figure that out for sure. But there was recently, earlier, a couple months ago, an arrest made because of an individual, just a regular person, not CNN and NBC, a regular person doing a podcast, doing their own research. So
yeah, I watched that podcast when it first went out,
So it's crazy because, like, yeah, you don't know, and that's the thing is, like, it goes exactly to what you're saying, Bear. Like, Diddy, bro, he's a gatekeeper in hip hop, bro, and some of these other people, bro, like, how does Tupac go from a murder case on trial for murder to hanging out with Martha Stewart?
Bro, who's the richest rapper in the world? Still P. Diddy to this day.
I don't know about that.
Like, worth the most is, I know up till like only a few years ago. I know he still was a few years ago. I mean, I don't know about now.
I don't know, but I know the top people are P. Diddy, Jay-Z, Dr. Dre. Those are a few of the bigger ones. I know there's other names too, but he's definitely one of the top three for sure.
Yeah, is that right at the top? But he came out all right, didn't he?
Well, now, I don't know if you know, just in the last couple of weeks here in the States, he had one major case that he settled with the female R&B singer that was signed to his record label, Bad Boy, that they settled out of court for some, like, I forget, but it was like some sexual shit. And then two other women just came forward. Now he's on the news, and then he had to, like, he got sponsors dropped. One of the things, like, he's in 50 cents over here laughing at him, like, yo, sell me that business, I'll take care of it while you're in jail. And he's trolling him and all this shit. And so it's actually crazy because now nobody wants, now all of a sudden overnight, and I never thought I would see that happen. I never thought I would see Diddy fall from grace like this. But I mean, just think, I'm not going to say anything other than this. His name is P. Diddy. What the fuck does that mean? P. Diddy? P. Diddler? What, like, that's weird. That's just weird. That's a weird name. If I was going to be a rapper, it wouldn't be called P. Diddy. It's going to be 2.5 billion, Cheryl. Yeah, I thought it was Jay-Z. Jay-Z got the most. That's going to be 2.5 billion, though. Yeah, Eminem's going to be up there, too. Yeah, 2.5 billion, yeah.
M&M's. You mean the chocolate? Oh, sorry.
Eminem, regardless, that guy will go down in history.
Sorry, I thought you were talking about Sweeps then for a second. M&M's.
Eminem will go down in history in the rap game, for sure.
You guys ever heard the expression, a turtle on a fence post?
I have. And you know how they get there? They fly.
Yeah. See, turtles don't naturally climb fence posts. Anytime you see a turtle sitting on a fence post, you know someone's picked it up and put it there. These people like Taylor Swift and P. Diddy, they're propped up. They're propped up by much more powerful people. And they are, if anything, they're tokens. They're little...
I always see Jay-Z as well. Jay-Z's always wearing like Freemasonry shit. Like chains with big Freemasonry pendants on them and shit like that.
So peep game. This is something that most people don't know. You guys have all heard of...
Can I just interject a second, gentlemen? Sure. No offense, but if you're going to say God Save the King, it's going to be open season on you. Not in this channel.
And by open season, he means on the 21st, when winter officially hits, we're going to give Yum a big hug, and we're going to hug the king and kiss his feet because we love the king. But
we really don't.
I love the king.
You're going to shine his
turd. Come on my channel, Mr. King. I mean, Your Highness. Sorry. But everyone's heard of one of the most famous R&B singers of all time, John Legend. Everyone's heard of one of the most famous rappers, Rick Ross. Everybody's heard of Jay-Z, but nobody's heard of the song they all three did together called Freemason. Freemason. The song is called Freemason. And Rick Ross, who stole his name from an actual drug dealer, who exposed the fact that the CIA was bringing in drugs to the inner city hood, right? And Rick Ross, the guy that stole his name, was actually a correctional officer in jail. That just goes to show you how turtles are put up on post. And this dude looked like a fucking turtle. And he's always rapping about how much drugs he sells and how cool he is. First of all, you're a correctional officer. You never sold no drugs, bro. And third of all, bro, like you stole somebody's image. And fourth of all, it's crazy because he always talks about rapping and drugs and bitches and all that other stuff. But in this song Freemason, he's talking about seeing Solomon's dark sun at midnight and saying all this weird occult shit. It's like you wouldn't expect this, but yes, there's a song called Freemason. I wonder why they didn't play that on the radio 7 times a day.
Sure, they're all demonic. I think I agree with you, man. I think I agree with you, girl. Meghan Markle, oh please, don't even get me started on her.
He's just triggering over there, isn't he?
Literally.
I love Yum. Yum's so funny. That's why.
All right.
Hey, listen, shall we do it? Shall we talk about this bitch? This proper self-righteous, entitled, and I do say entitled for somebody that goes on about her colour of skin and how hard done by she is. I mean, she's pretty fucking entitled, right? And listen, this isn't even about whether you like the royal family or not. But as for Harry, I mean, he should be ashamed of himself. I mean, he's proper pussy whipped, man. Proper fucking pussy whipped. But they're a disgrace, the pair of them. They should be stripped of any titles. They should not be given another fucking penny. And I really think both of them should, like, I don't know, ask Elon Musk or something if they can get on his next rocket and fuck off out of here, because they are two very deluded people that claim to want no fame, claim to blame the media for everything, but seem to wind up in the media every fucking day of the week. Work that one out, people. Work that one out. So, Meghan Markle, she fucking probably does bark like a dog as well. Yeah. Boycott the pair of them, strip them of any titles, and make them live a fucking average life like any other fucker. See what it's really like, and then they can fucking come on and moan as much as they like we all do anyway. But until then, I think she needs to fucking shut her trap, to be honest. Give it a rest.
That's right. Their titles actually come with salaries, don't they? Salaries, duties, security, detail, expenses.
Yeah, but Harry did move away from that.
Well, he should be stripped of any titles.
Why?
He moved away. He moved to, and he said that he was provide his own security, etc. He didn't want anything to do with getting any money biggest load of crap I've ever heard.
Well, so he should. Why should the
What is the-
taxpayer
what is
fund
the-
this bill?
What is it? First of all, I think that every member of royalty should be stripped of their everything immediately. They should do it themselves. But what is, like, if you had to name maybe one or two top things about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle that you dislike, what would you name? What would be the number one or two things? Because at the same time, like, I also like, I
Everything.
don't know, I think the king should be stripped of
Ginger,
his title
ginger
too.
hair.
Like,
Everything. Everything. Everything.
He's got ginger hair.
well, yeah, that alone,
What was
yeah.
that TV series
Listen.
Meghan Markle was in? I think she should go back to doing things like that. Suits. That was it. She was in Suits before. She
Listen,
became
as a
famous.
family, if you've got somebody of colour that's had a child with somebody of a white family, and in discussion it comes up that they wonder what colour the baby might come out predominantly more, yeah? Black or white. That is a normal fucking conversation in most UK households. It is. Anywhere there's anyone that says that it's not, oh no, it's not. Bullshit. Bullshit.
Yeah, but
Bullshit.
then the
That's normal
queen,
conversation, man. That's not being racist.
yeah, but that's something that was heard from somebody else. So that, but didn't the queen say something that was kind of racist before all that when they were interviewing on Oprah? Because, and one thing that doesn't make sense, I'm not sticking up for these people. I'm not sticking up for any royal. One thing that didn't make sense in that interview, because I actually watched the Oprah interview just to be like, what is really going on here? Because on one side of the mouth, he's saying, oh, my family's racist and they don't like me, but I love them, and I feel so bad because they're not giving me money. It's like, it was weird. But I love my grandma, but she's racist, and but why is she cutting me off? It was the weirdest thing in the world. Has the queen said anything racist like towards Meghan Markle? Because I heard that before this recent shit that people.
From what I understood, the book that was written, that in the English version of it, didn't mention who said that racist remark or so-called alleged racist remark, but there was a translation.
Yeah, that's right.
Released in, I think it was Dutch, Denmark or something, or wherever. It was there was a European version released, and in that version, it basically named King Charles as the person who made that comment, and that's why it was such a big deal.
Well,
But it's not just about how it's a big deal. It's
No,
about how they said that.
King,
And then a
Future King.
book's been published recently by, I can't even remember the author.
Mm.
Can't remember the male's name.
The fact that the future king had made a racist comment, and that was,
Yeah, but what happened was a book's recently been published by some guy, yeah?
Hmm.
And in every fucking book all around the world where it's been published, it doesn't mention any names or anything like that. Apart from, I think it was in the Netherlands.
yes,
Yeah, in the Netherlands, these names end up being published. They seem to, the author doesn't pick up on it. The fucking editors don't pick up on it. That's bullshit. Like, when does that ever happen?
Yeah,
Find me an author that says that shit happens.
I think
Yeah, that was
probably
purposely
because-
fucking put in a book. That was purposely put in to come out and fucking, oh, we didn't need to do that.
Of course, but don't forget, you pick a country where libel laws, etc., don't matter. You know, so that's the reasoning behind that. It's a safe place for it to come out. It's a bit like the number of things which came out about Diana's death. And the theories, I won't say conspiracy theories, but the theories about it.
Listen, in that sense, they are a racist family, right?
Well, a
If
German.
you believe that theory, they're a racist family.
Well, no, I
Yeah.
mean, I can prove 1,000% right now that the British royal family are the most racist family on the face of the earth.
You say that, but if that was the case,
No,
why would we have gone and give most of the Commonwealth back to people if we were that racist?
I'll tell you why.
there's no choice.
We've used
It's
it.
not we. No, I'm not saying you. I'm saying the British royal family. The British royal family are the most racist people on the history of this planet, and here's why. They're tied for with every other member of royalty, because racism is predicated on your background makes you better than somebody. They literally believe they have the right to rule over us based on their bloodline. That is the most ultra racist thing ever. The British royal families are the ultimate, penultimate, pinnacle racist of all time, because not only it's not just their skin color. They think that they're not better than you. They're put here to rule you.
They're superior to everyone.
Everybody. That's the ultimate racism. They're superior to everybody.
That's a fair argument. It's a fair argument. Can't really argue with that, can I?
Yeah, I mean, look how they closed down when they did the what was it, the May Day holidays, and everyone came out to do their little celebrations and so on. They closed off the whole thing and just allowed these elite people to go and participate. I mean, it's supposed to be for all of us, right? Not just for these elites, you know. So
yeah, I mean, these people are rolling down the street with the gold chariot, and they're having jubilees, and
yeah, we paid for it, but meanwhile they closed it all off so they could enjoy it. Thank you very much, the Joe Public. You know,
I really hope Bear starts to go. I mean,
sorry.
No, I'm myself a voluntarist. I'm an anarchist. I do not believe in violence. I believe in adhering to the non-aggression principle. But the more I think about Bear ruling the world, the more I think, I mean, it would be cool. I mean, if Bear ruled the world, then it would be cool because he would string these people up. But I would plead with Bear. I would say, Bear, don't do anything with these people. Let them over to me, and I'm going to talk to Vince McMahon, owner of the WWE, and we'll start training. We'll start working out, man. Me and Bear jump in the tag team titles. Grim comes out for the main event, bro.
Can I recommend, if you are going to string anyone up, piano wire is very effective.
No, I won't string anyone up. But
I'll just string them high, put them in the tower.
Unless they sign a waiver. Unless someone wants to sign a waiver and meet me at WrestleMania.
I definitely think we should tie him to the outside of Elon Musk's next rocket. That would be quite cool.
Yeah, but that comes back down again.
Not without blowing up.
Jose, yes, I have to agree with you on that one.
Not without blowing up, mate. It doesn't.
And Pluto, you're right. You do hate everyone equally.
I'm not racist, though. Everyone ain't. That's a fair comment.
Yeah, I don't discriminate against anybody. I think everybody is equally a twat. It's as simple as that. And I would also say that now that Vince McMahon no longer actually owns the WWE, it's a joint venture with Fightful. Now, I don't think there's much chance of that. But tell you what, let's put them in an octagon or something like that. Stick them in the UFC cage. That'd be even funnier. Yeah.
I would just love to dress up like Stone Cold Steve Austin. This is my life goal: to come out at WrestleMania with the usual cast of characters out in the ring there. We'll pick our favorites from the UK, the favorites from the US, and it'll just be me, Bear. We'll put like 30 of them in there, and it'll just be us four and Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock versus them. We get our own entrance music, so we drink beer with Stone Cold afterwards. I mean, that's a wet dream, bro. That's a wet dream.
Let's stick him in. I've got 1/3 of the UK. Let's stick him in a rocket instead of going to visit the space station. Just miss it and just keep on going until
man.
And hang on until it hits some sort of planet or comet or whatever, and it might just blow up and take them all with it in the same place.
Can we have a serious conversation here?
No.
Well, probably not, but I'm going to try anyway.
Well,
it's quite simple. It's just yes or no answers. I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions.
Okay.
The moon landing. Did it happen?
Of course it happened.
You're being sarky. Anyone else want to put your comment?
I watched Capricorn 1, so of course it didn't.
The moon landing. Did it happen? Will sat there quite quiet. I thought Will might have answered. Will?
Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin landed on the moon. Of course
the moon landing. Did it happen?
Yes.
I will say a couple things. One, I don't know But I will say this, which is an interesting fact, which most people in the world will not know this just because they haven't been. I've been to I audited the Supreme Mother Temple of Freemasonry, the Scottish Rite here in the United States. And in that building, they have, just to go back to what you're talking about earlier, within that building, they have a museum. And in that museum, there's a whole bunch of memorabilia and crazy random shit. And the guy that's leading the tour, he's like, oh, yo, do you know, see that flag over there? And I see a United States flag. He was like, that was the first flag on the moon. I was like, oh, what you mean, stars and stripes over there? He was like, no, this flag. And it was a white flag, which is the Supreme Mother Council of the 33rd degree of Freemasons. Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin are both Freemasons. Matter of fact, NASA was created by Werner Braun, who was a Nazi, Jack Parsons, and all these occultists, right? So it's like a bunch of weird people created NASA. So if I had to bet with a gun to my head, I would say if it did happen, it probably didn't happen on TV. Maybe they went, but if they did go, I don't think it happened on TV. And I'm not even necessarily a flat earther, but I mean, I don't know if we could even go to space.
This is what I mean. Like,
It did happen.
Why don't you ask somebody else?
listen, why haven't we been back since in all these years?
I have solid proof that we have been to the moon, right?
No, you haven't. No, you haven't.
We have, and I can prove it. If you drive down to the Nevada desert, right there, you'll be able to see exactly where Stanley Kubrick filmed the moon landing, right?
Why don't you ask somebody who watched it live?
I don't know. Have we got anyone in here that watched it live?
Me.
You're not that old, Bear. You must have been you must have been a baby boy.
I wasn't.
No, but
he wasn't even born. I watched the moon landing. I watched the splashdown. I watched the whole sodding thing live on the TV. And you
believe the whole shit.
Even to this day,
Stanley Kubrick is good, wasn't it?
I will turn around and say that if you've got a flag which is blowing in the wind on the moon where there is no atmosphere, therefore there's no wind, right? Something went wrong. If you see a flag where the shadow is facing one way and the shadow of the astronauts is facing another way, have we got two suns to do that?
Okay, so why would they do that? What would be the reason? Because we all know that our government lied to us and whatever else. We know that. But why would they lie to us about going to the what is the point in that?
It was a global thing between Russians and Americans, and it was to get the first person on the moon. And I think it was Kennedy who said it, that before within 10 years they would put a man on the moon, and they did it allegedly with about 8 months to go. And shortly afterwards, the Russians turned up with their landings, allegedly, right? And then, of course, James Bond had Moonraker, when it was the first time that it became commercialized, and you had a private entity running space stations, etc. Right?
Okay, so the space station. What's the point of the space station? What is the point of the space station?
Pierre, to answer your question, one of the main reasons these people technically, I shouldn't say technically, typically never do things for just one reason. One of the major reasons is NASA did prove that black holes exist. And they don't exist in outer space. They exist in NASA's budget. They take up billions of dollars a year. Billions of dollars a year. So they could say, hey, we're going to the moon. Meanwhile, God knows what they could be cloning. They could be cloning rocks down there. We have no idea what the hell they're doing. No idea.
What they're doing is they're using the money, they're laundering the money and developing black budget operations, developing weapons, developing faster, bigger, more powerful rockets, so they could.
I just don't buy into a lot of the shit, and that's why it come up in the chat. Because I was trying to be triggered, but it's not going to work. I don't believe it.
Can I just say that the reason why no one's been back to the moon is that there hasn't been any political reason to have that sort of.
Oh, that's bollocks. Elon's sending rockets up for fun, man. When most people go fly a kite on a nice day, this guy literally, it's clear day today. Let's go and let up another rocket.
I'm talking about governments. Right?
I know, but what I'm saying is, if the potential was there to do it, let me tell you, someone like Elon Musk would have fucking landed on that moon by now. He would have. Sorry, the guy's got too much of a big ego that he wouldn't have done that.
Broke Fishing, how you doing, mate? Listen, I want to say that from a point of view that of a film, if you go and watch Capricorn 1, right, you'll actually find the real reason behind it, right? And that was Hollywood exposing the alleged truth long before the question marks came. And it's only in the last 20 years that it's been raised as, is it possible? Was it possible? Did it actually happen? And people have actually looked at the footage, the original footage, under more scrutiny, because we've now got the technology to do that. And I don't think you'll ever get an answer.
No, that's not what. It's not agreed. UK transparency. You can laugh. You can sit there laughing away.
I can say that they have improved the technology as regards to CGI technology.
That's what I mean. Do you think you've ever seen a true picture of the Earth? Because
most pictures I've ever seen of the Earth always look like, if you turn your Xbox on, that's probably got better graphics, man.
Literally, Bear, most of the pictures we've seen from Earth, the only pictures we've seen from Earth are the ones that were taken from the moon, supposedly, if you believe that. And the other ones are not actually photos. They're amalgamations of other photos put together to construct one single image. To my knowledge, there has not been one single image of the Earth. I mean, besides the one you want to, I don't buy the ones from the moon. There's not, and the ones from the moon, I believe, are not even the full picture of the Earth. A full picture of the Earth, I don't believe there's ever been one.
No, they are photoshopped.
No,
every single one of them.
Well, you can't have a full picture from the moon, because
never been to the moon.
You'd have to see the other side as well. But you can only see one side.
You know what I mean, though. But obviously, you can't take someone just sent me up there.
I can pick your arguments and throw them to one side. You know that.
No, I reckon you could take a 360 camera up there on some kind of drone and fucking, if you wanted to, man. Of course, don't be silly.
They can't even send the
They can go to the moon. Remember, they can also put rovers on Mars. Yeah, like fuck. That's so bullshit.
The rover was bigger than
a missile to hit a comet. So
the rover was bigger than the lander. How did they get it there?
What do you guys think about this?
Elon's going there. By 2025, this guy thinks he's going to Mars. So within the next 2 years, we're apparently going to see something. I can't fucking wait to see this, because I fucking know it can't happen. So,
why Mars? Why not the moon?
Mars. Going to go colonize it soon, isn't he?
Why not the moon? Why Mars? Moon's got to be easier than Mars, no?
You would think he would start with the moon first. You would think he would start with the moon to make sure, okay, we got this. You know what I'm saying? This is a closer. We're gonna practice one to the moon. We already did this 50 years ago, 60, however old it is by now. Let's go to the moon. We'll practice first, and then we'll shoot for Mars. No, this motherfucker wants to go right to Mars.
Right. Well, the reason for that, I believe, is that if we started colonizing the moon, we would be able to see it with our physical eye, physically able to see it, you know. But you know, when you've got something so far away, you can lie to everybody, and you can tell them it's so wonderful, it's so beautiful, and show them the pictures that you want to show them, and make them believe anything you want them to believe. So even if he wasn't really in Mars, he could pretend he was in Mars, just like these knobheads pretended they went and landed the moon. On the moon.
What about, sorry, the Indians have done it recently, Mello.
Did you even see the landing of that? Did you see the landing? That was a ridiculous. I mean, come on, man. I could have created better.
It was like the Commodore 64 or something graphics. That was, weren't it? Proper shit, man.
Well, considering they were able to spend X amount of rubles sending this spaceship to the moon, and how much did they spend on the graphics? Not a lot. Let's face it.
What do you guys think about David Icke's theory about the moon? Have you guys heard about David Icke's theory on the moon?
What? It doesn't exist?
It's like an artificial, like kind of hollow Death Star thing.
It's what did they call it? There's a word for it. A mega.
I forget the word now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically an artificial base. What's the name?
There's a big torch in the sky that shines at night.
It's supposed to be artificial, and it's hollow, and it's
got a bulb in the middle.
And it was specifically put there, and it's basically its behavior is the way it revolves around the Earth. It's supposed to deliberately control, like manipulate the weather and stuff like that.
Okay, so what does this channel and Fake Mike have in common? Not a mod at either one. I can only see a sea of blue. There's something that Yum said. I think he's upset.
Mike have in common. Not a mod on either one. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Yum. I'll tell you what, Yum. I'll go live later, and you will become a moderator on my channel. You deserve
it. He's upset because he's not blue, or she's not.
It might be a she. It may be something else. We don't know what Yum is. That's the part of the mystery. We're never gonna know who it is.
Hollywood moon landing. Actually, they were singing and dancing all the way through it as well. I know.
And then there's stuff like people talk about how I forget if it was I forget which astronaut, but it was one of the most famous astronauts. He came on the Alex Jones show like 20 years ago, and there's still clips you can find online where he said, "Oh yeah, there was obelisks and pyramids on the dark side of the moon." It's pretty weird that we don't see that other side of the moon ever. I mean,
we never did. It was Pink Floyd that did.
Pink Floyd
exposed. Pink Floyd discovered the dark side of the moon. Oh no, sorry, that was an album. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been going at this for nearly 1 hour and 50 minutes. We're approaching the witching hour of 2 hours. I'm not going to go any further than 2 hours. I originally was only going to do an hour max, and then Will turned up. Fake Mike and Bear.
Don't mispronounce me. Don't gender me.
So okay. The two twats turned up. No, seriously. I'm going to let you guys sort of like finish this up. I don't know where it's going to go. Somewhere along the lines, we go from Prince Charles to moon landings to space stations to God, and they've all got one thing in common. It's all red herrings, right? Because none of it's true. But I do suggest that you do your own research and you come to your own conclusion. Please don't be swayed by Bear's arguments or by Will's arguments. Mellows, for a change, hasn't spoken about Bill Gates, which is really good. So we have been able to get a word in edgeways. The chat, as always, you've been fantastic. Joining in, having a good laugh amongst yourselves and at our expense. And yes, I haven't really been highlighting it for a change. But thank you very much for joining in, including the people who've turned up late and those people who have been in all the way from the beginning. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Don't forget the new website, because that's what this one is actually all about. That's not a red herring, but if you've got some evidence for or against the moon landing, please send it to the news desk at grimreapernetwork.org, and don't forget to visit the website as well. So I'm going to hand over to my three guests, and I'm going to shut up for the time being. You have 10 minutes, folks.
I just say definitely support Grim. Get all of his websites out, share the videos, support him, help us keep growing, help us grow this network. Because we talked about the bad people that they all meet together off our own money and plan our own demise. So we're creating our own network here. We don't have to rely on these folks. So help us build our own network, join our community, help us create this new economy so we don't have to rely on these folks. The best way you can do it is by going to Bear's channel, sharing. I mean, Bear's doing amazing work right now. He always does, but especially lately, man. And he's been hilariously pissing in people's chips. Mello's man's got 1,000 projects he's working on. Grim's dealing with 1,000 things too. So these guys are the workhorses. I just come in afterwards, make bad jokes and smoke blunts and laugh at them. They're like, "You're doing nerd computer stuff, nerd." Meanwhile, they're building a website for me. So these guys get it enough. These guys do enough hard work, and then they go to hear from me. So share the videos, guys, and support these dudes big time, man. Get the videos out and help it out, man. We're a symbiotic relationship. Join the community and help us out. I love you guys. And
we are a community, not a cult. Stay away from those Scientology block people. Stay away from them. If someone tries to sell you an L. Ron Hubbard book, slap them around the face with it. I mean, no, we don't do that. Non-violence. Sorry, Will. Non-violence. No violence.
We can throw the book at them. I think that's a euphemism we can use.
Can we just make sure we don't hit someone on the head?
Bear,
no, that's what they say. It doesn't throw the book at you.
If you're going into any Scientology buildings, please check cupboards for children.
I did say that. See on my video the other day. It was only like a little 5-minute one.
Weird, bro.
I was like, hey, I came to your place and I found you hiding kids in the cupboard. I've even got the video of it. Do you want to see? It's just silent treatment, man. Silent treatment. You know why that is? Someone left a comment, and it's a good point. It's because these people are subjected to abuse. People within these this church or this cult, and they say the wrong thing, and it gets seen them saying the wrong thing on a video or something. I wouldn't be surprised if someone's getting fucking, as I say, subjected to some kind of abuse, because that shit's rife within Scientology. It might only be a small community, but that makes it even worse, actually. But there's a lot of people that have kind of come away from that, escaped from it, and spoke out about abuse and stuff within that cult. And the guy tried saying that it's a recognised religion here in the UK. It's definitely not. I checked it. So I don't know what fucking crack he'd been smoking. But yeah, Scientology. If you see them, troll shit out of them, man. It's funny. They hate it. Straight up. Anyone sees Tom Cruise? I don't know. Throw a pie at him or something.
What, you don't step on him?
He's even smaller than Susan, and that says a lot.
He might be wearing his extensions, so he might be all right.
Extension what? I'll tell you what, though, he does some impossible films.
Tom Cruise is the hero, yeah. That's what Scientology would say as well.
Right, okay, so as there's still a few people still hanging around with intent to stay here, this is what I played right at the beginning. And there you have it, folks.
Merry fucking Christmas.
That's the name of it, by the way. Those people who seem to think that it's a season to be jolly, you're lying to yourselves. That's all I can say.
The Grinch has spoken.
Grinch? They call me Jacob these days at this time of the year. Jacob Marley, folks. Scrooge became a nice guy. Yeah, seriously. we've got a couple of lives that I have every intention of doing between now and the 26th, because on the 26th it'll be a celebration. It's all over with, and you can all go back to your little hovels and enjoy life in Middle Earth, wherever it is that you come from. In the meantime, if you do enjoy Christmas, please enjoy it in a safe manner. And when you light the when you light the candles on the Christmas cake, be very careful that you don't set fire to anything. You know what I mean? Unless, of course, it's 420, in which case enjoy the Christmas tree, which is smoking a joint. That was a great find, that, by the way. And you can see that on vigilante.media. I think I uploaded it there. So don't forget Christmas trees, please. Take some photos. I want to see the best and the worst from within Great Britain, America, and of course, we can't leave Canada out, because otherwise I'll just get told off by the Canadians, because you're always leaving the
You can't
Canadians
leave
out.
Canada
Don't know
out.
why.
Everyone else does, though.
Yeah. Mellows.
Hello.
Any final thoughts? No? Okay, moving on.
Yes, freedom is not free, folks. They're lying to you.
But without it, scary.
Yeah.
Scary thought. Freedom is a state of mind. Free your mind and you're free.
Nothing's free in this world.
No. It's the most expensive thing you'll own. And no one's going to give it to you. You're just going to have to take it.
Yeah. Yeah. Unless, of course, you've got a constitution, in which case you've got to defend it. Because within that, you have the God-given right to be free. Well, I'll say. One day, folks, I'm going to discuss the Second Amendment. Because there's a lot of misconceptions, and one day I will get round to discussing it. And I want to see whether or not we can do that in a tasteful way without it being turning into a shootout. No pun intended. So seriously, anything else you'd like to say before we close down? Gentlemen, the floor is yours.
Don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs.
Send them my way.
Fucking hell, Mellow, so you die quietly. So mute him, please. Thank you.
Cheese and crackers. I would just say one last thing. It's always shoot police in high definition cameras, because if you don't, it's going to be blurry, you know? So you want to always shoot police in full 4K.
With them photons.
When you're filming the police.
Hey, if you can get an 8K camera, it's even better. Not in Fake Mike's case. We don't want to see too much of that background, that grey background. We still haven't picked the colour, folks. So between this time and next time, hopefully we can come up with a colour scheme and send the decorators around. Maybe change his hat and it says Dilligaff instead. You know, do I look like I give up? You know, there. Any final thoughts?
Not really, mate.
Any thoughts at all these days? You know, are you able
Not
to?
really.
No. Okay.
It
Nothing
hurts.
changes.
It hurts.
I know. I do feel sorry for you, not. So if it's down to me, Mellows,
Yes, mate.
you stop coughing quickly
yet.
before you start again. Any final thoughts?
No, that's it. Just remember to fasten your seat belts. Always look both ways before you eat yellow snow, just in case someone's recording. And
Ladies and gentlemen,
and stay safe, guys. See you on the next one.
if you're here to join the ride, it's going to be one hell of a ride. It's going to be one hell of a destination. Just remember, at all times, keep your arms and legs and your head inside. Otherwise, they'll get chopped off.
Oh, one last thing from me. Come back next time for the next rant. Because I see you. I see you with the keywords.
Jim knows how to trigger people.
Well,
That's pretty easy.
if you're trying to trigger me,
But I love that game. I actually love that game. It's a great game. You just ask the questions, and I'm happy to quite answer them.
and
problem.
will Trump nail it? Probably to a cross. We've also in the UK, Great Britain, we are going to have a general election next year. So you too can pick your colour of choice as to who runs the government, because the government will always get in.
I see Donald Trump. Listen, people, if you're American and you're in here, I reckon you should all vote for Fake Mike Real News for your next president. How about that one?
Or
We'll have
A,
Will
another.
as the next president of the United States.
Yeah, but only on the understanding that if he's elected, he stands down.
Actually, if I was to ever run for president, I would run off of my boy Adam Kokesh's platform. He ran the last couple elections, and his platform was if he was elected, he would peacefully disintegrate the United States government within 30 days. So yeah, if you vote for me, I promise the same thing. So right in Fake Mike.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you, everybody.
Oh yeah, and big up Nigel Farage.
We love Nigel Farage. We love David Cameron. We love Theresa May. We love the King.
We all love Peter.
Trudeau is the bomb. Yeah, people.
And one final thing, PDF. Thanks for dropping the eyes in, mate. Appreciate it.
What up, PDF?
Cheers for now. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.